Hi. I'm sitting in my car for my lunch break, and we're gonna just knock out a video while we're here. Why not? So, sorry, let me lower my air and scratch my itch. And I also want a gummy, hang on. They're not pot gummies or anything. They are the Haribo Special Edition Target Mix. And they're really good. They're raspberry and pineapple. I also need to connect this to my phone, so please hold. Okay, we're so back. I think. So a while ago, I did a like a what's on my Kindle kind of video. So I'm gonna redo that because this changes pretty often. But I also changed my entire look of my Kindle. I have a raspberry too because this lady looks like she's lost and I don't want her to watch me. Is her shirt backwards? It's not my business. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna bite my cheek and be so upset. Okay, I basically swallowed that gummy whole. I'm gonna leave the link in the description, but I think I saw these on TikTok for the first time, either TikTok or Instagram, and I fell in love. I have this one, and then I'll if I remember, I'll insert a picture of my other one. But she's stunning. I could look at this all day. So the sparkles are my case, actually. So that's her in all of her glory. Look how pretty. Oh my god, she's beautiful. Etsy. And then my case is clear, but with sparkles. And it just adds like the perfect amount of razzle dazzle. I have a clear, like a regular clear case too, a plain one. But I like this one better. Oh, and I don't know if you've ever seen the Strapsicles, but I've heard very blah things about them, and that if you have a case on your Kindle, they won't, like, it won't fit or whatever. But I also don't want to block this with anything like a pop socket ring. So I got these temporary straps on Amazon. And they're called hand straps. Very confusing name, not sure how they got it. But you just, I don't think this is what I think I usually do the other two corners. It doesn't matter. This is just for demonstration purposes. But you can just like, she's on there. It comes off in my bag all the time. But I have a lot of stuff in my bag, so I guess it just like kind of rubs off the corners. But the case has little bumpers here, like the little edges. So I try to make the straps just sit there against that so that they have something to like grip onto. But I do usually have this the other way, so I'm gonna fix that. Okay, I'm taking off my strap for this, for just video purposes. But we're just gonna go over whatever I have checked out of whatever I have checked out of KU right now. So we have Rewind It Back, which I'm 48% of the way through. I need to finish it because it's driving me nuts that I haven't. But I want to finish it with my eyeballs so I can highlight, because I've been highlighting the first half of it and I want to continue and have consistent highlights throughout and not like highlight 2 more lines in the second half of the book, because I'm listening to it and not paying as close attention to the wording and the quotes and everything. But that's by Liz Tom Ford. We're gonna get there. You're Next by Tate James. By the time you're seeing this, I have not posted the Devil's Backbone reading vlog yet, but this is book 3 in the Devil's Backbone series, and it came out last Tuesday. And I was having such a fun time with the vlog, but the audiobook release got pushed and we don't know what to when. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna wait for the audiobook to come out or if I'm just gonna, I want to wait for the audiobook to come out because there's 4 men and one of them's British, and like they all have like their different personalities, and like I want to hear it. So I haven't started that yet. I don't think I'm going to either, but that's gonna be a really fun vlog because I have lots of thoughts and feelings. Then we have Insatiable by Lee Rivers. This is the first book in the Edge of Darkness trilogy, I think. I can't see, it doesn't say it on the cover, I don't think. Otherwise it's really close to my face for no reason. But I'm 72% of the way through this. I'm enjoying it. I don't know why I haven't continued, because I heard that the second book is really emotional and I love emotional. I wanted the Edge of Darkness trilogy to be a reading vlog too, but that hasn't happened yet. So I could just start it now and like finish book 1 and read all of book 2 and 3 and then Psychotic Obsession. I don't know. Next we have Glow by Raven Kennedy. This is the 4th book fourth book, I want to say, in the Plated Prisoner series. Hang on. This is book 4. Okay. So I'm listening to this right now while I'm at work, and I'm having the time of my life. I love Slade. Love him. I love it. I'm highlighting, so I'm on chapter 13 of Glow right now, and I'm highlighting every single sentence in chapter 13. It's crazy. But I just love him, and I love everything that comes out of his mouth. I have Wild Side. I'm about 20% through Glow right now. Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I have this on here. I don't know why, because I want to read the physical book, but I was further along, but I started over because I need to refresh my memory. But it says I'm 1% through. Then we have Sticks and Stone by Grace McGinty. This is another book that I started a really long time ago at this point. I'm 66% of the way through it. This is another reverse harem or why choose. I don't know if there's a difference. I think we talked about that in a different video. But I need to finish this one too. Because, so I started reading this book because of a TikTok video that was like explaining the tropes or a scene or something. I think it was a scene like her brother's best friend walked in the room when she was crying or having a nightmare or something, and it was like a sweet little thing. And I was like, I want to read that. And the comments said Sticks and Stone by Grace McGinty. So I was like, bet. Then I'm reading it and I'm like, wow, this hasn't happened. And also it's not like one guy with his best friend's little sister. And the book that I'm actually reading is a reverse harem. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of confused. Is this the right book? So I went back to that TikTok and it's a complete wrong author. That's Sticks and Stone by somebody else. That's Sticks and Stones. This is Sticks and Stone. Singular stone. Anyway, it's good. I'm having a good time. But clearly not good enough to finish it. I'm gonna finish it. But I've been taking my sweet time. Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. I was flying through this. I flew through the first 28%, and then she made cupcakes, and then I made cupcakes that weekend, and then I never touched the book again. Just in case you were wondering what it's like inside my head, that's it. Irreversible by Jennifer Hartman. I want her to hurt me, but the last book so I read Still Beating by her and loved it. Well, I loved the first half. I loved like the dark, the gritty, the emotional, all that stuff, the trauma. But then the second half I didn't really vibe with as much. And then I read June 1st by her. I think it's June 1st. Didn't really vibe with that one either. So, I don't know. But this one looks like angsty. My Luna by Kelly, what does that say, McNeil? Yes. This one, Larry said she cried and she wasn't expecting it. And I like crying. King of Wrath by Anna Huang. This is the first book in the Kings of Sin series. I have this book on my physical TBR as well if you watched that video. If not, it's the last one, so go check it out. I just haven't started it yet. Face Off by Chelsea Curto. This is the first book in the DC Stars series and Stars series. And this series I've heard great things about, but I just haven't brought myself to read them yet. I'm pretty sure they're thick books. So it's a commitment. And I want that to also be a reading vlog. I don't know if it's done. I gotta look into it. But then we have On Wings of Blood by Briar Bolin. I've heard great things about this too, but again, the series is not done and the next book isn't coming out until I believe 2026 at some point because she got picked up, or the series got picked up. So I kind of like, I hate picking up series when they're not over. I'm the same way with TV shows. I didn't watch season 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty until the whole thing was out because I hate waiting. Oh, okay. So then we have Rewriting Grey by L.A. Farrow. This is a Copper Falls novel. I probably saw something about this on TikTok and that it was emotional or something. So here it is. Then I have Of Flames and Fallacies by Courtney Wims. Dragons. I love dragons. And that's really all I need. So the book that is actually that TikTok that I watched was Sticks and Stones by S. Massery and S.J. Silvis. So I also have that here because I will read that scene eventually at some point. Then we have Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I haven't read this one either because the next book again is not coming out for quite some time, which makes me so sad. Then we have Wings So Wicked by Emily Blackwood. This was on, I don't know if it was my TBR this year or the year before, but it's still here. That's a Golden City novel. I don't know anything about it, but I've heard good things. Little Stranger by Lee Rivers. So I want to listen to this one. I don't want to read it with my eyes because I hear that the audiobook is great. I think it's also short. It's also a duet. I did not know that. I'm just a girl. Okay. Then we have The Order, which is the first book in the Kingdom of Fallen Ash series by Katarina St. Clair. I think the cover and the little synopses and advertisements about it on TikTok got me. So that's here. And then last but not least, we have Out of Bounds by Lucia Franco. That's the last book in the Off Balance series, which I read in like 2022 at this point. Maybe 2023. But I will not return that. I don't know why. Because I don't think they're on KU anymore. So once I return it, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to be able to get it again. I think that's it. I think that's all of them. Yeah, those are all my KU books. So I have all 20 KU books checked out at the same time. But anyway, quick video, but I feel good because maybe I'll even get this one up tonight. If not, I'll get it up tomorrow. But if I get it up today, then as of posting and as of filming, it's 1 week from my birthday. My birthday's next Monday. So I'm excited. I don't know why, because I like don't celebrate my birthday. I don't really pay attention to it at all. But go me. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read for the rest of my lunch or if I'm gonna go upstairs or if I'm gonna sit in my car and listen to Glow some more and play some games on my phone. I don't really know what the vibe is yet, but I have like a half hour left of my lunch. So, but this was fun, quick and easy. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.